Good morning, students, and happy Thursday. Unfortunately, I can't come in today. My daughter's not feeling well, so I'm staying home with her. So you guys are just going to continue to work on the paper shoe sculpture, the practice document. We're not going to start the final today. We're just going to keep wrapping up and striving to complete the conclusion of the sketches. So we're going to quickly review expectations. Then you'll have a lot of independent work time to work today. So there's several different pages on the practice document. As you know, page 2 is the brainstorming, page 3 is the sketching, where you're designing like 3 different shoes. Then you choose one of those shoes. And then for page 4, that's when you take that single shoe and you're drawing it from 4 angles for that rough draft drawing. A lot of you don't that rough draft drawing. You'll be working on one like really large shoe drawing, which you'll add detail and color to on one piece of paper. So it's enlarged. I want to show you an example of a shoe from the past. This one's really cool. You can see the craftsmanship and the detail. Notice how there's no tape visible. We're really striving to have no visible tape on our finals when we're working on it. I just want to make a note. I saw a couple broken pencils throughout or by the end of class yesterday. That's not acceptable. If that continues, no Fire Friday on Friday when we get back. So keep that in mind. Be good. Make good choices, please. All right. So as you know, you've done several different shoe brainstorming sketches. That should be done. Should have photographed that. And then yesterday I introduced the rough draft drawing. Again, you're choosing one of those shoes and drawing them from 4 angles. We've got the side. We've got the under foot or the outsole. We've got the top or where you put your foot in. And then we have the angle view. Now, if that angle view is hard for you to draw, again, like I mentioned yesterday, you can just draw the complete heel view or straight on of what's called the counter. Notice how the logo is repeated throughout my shoe. Notice that there's details in the tread on the underside. There's straps. There's all types of information notes. You want to fill the inside of the shoe with details because all these details are going to represent different parts of paper to make the illusion of different material coming together. Once you're done with that, you don't have to color it. I was yesterday, if you had time, color it, but you don't have to color it. Take a photo of it, and then you're putting it in your practice document. So when you're done with both those activities, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to have the rough draft drawing placed in here like this. And again, you're going to have your sketch of all 3 of your shoes from before in there. So it's going to look like that. Okay, then you're going to be turning that into Google Classroom. All right, what do you do next? What you're going to do next is a large shoe drawing. You're going to take one piece of paper, you're going to draw your side view. The most important part of this project is going to be knowing how to draw the side view. And you really got to lock in on how to figure out how to draw that like the style of shoe you're trying to create. So is it a running shoe? Probably a lower profile, not a high ankle support, kind of low midsole. If it's a basketball shoe, that midsole is going to increase in height. You're going to have more ankle support, more kind of depth to it. Hiking boot is going to be even larger with more tread and traction, ankle support, more durable. So whatever you're creating, I should be able to tell what it is based off the illustration. Now notice how I have color and details added to my shoe. This is not graded, but the expectations are to do this if you are done. I believe there's a video here. Let's look. Is this it? No. Is this it? No. Is this it? Yes, this is it. All right, so this is the video that you can watch if you want to see a couple examples of how I shoe drawing. I drew a running shoe. I then drew a basketball shoe, and then I drew a hiking boot. And in this video, I kind of progressed through how I drew it. You can see next how I added a contour line drawing of outlining with marker, erased unnecessary pencil marks, and then added color. Now, do you have to do 3 shoes? No, I'm just showing you like what each shoe might look like depending on that. So this is what you're doing if you're done with everything for the practice document. Okay, again, it's not graded, but I do want you to work on it if you are done early. The only exception to that is if you want a free draw, free read, or work on other homework. If there's some other homework that's pressing, that's fine, but otherwise, this is what you should be doing. So to review, expectations. You're finishing your 3 sketches. You're working on your 4 drawings for your rough draft drawing, photograph it, put both those in the practice document, and this you're going to continue to work to make sure you're prepared for the final starting on Friday. All right, work hard, have fun, be creative. Jojo, do you want to say anything? Bye. She said bye.